people, like I did tell you, we are in the African station and we want to get straight into the conversation with Elorm Beenie. You understand me? Like I did tell you, Elorm Beenie is a prolific Ghanaian, you understand, publicist worldwide, working with top artists. All the top artists in Ghana, he's worked with them and also worked with top Jamaican and international artists. And currently, he's an artist manager, he's a producer and executive producer as well. You understand? So the man big and huge. Now he happened to work on a couple of Ghanaian reading projects. You understand? So this is why we are engaging him today to understand how is it like working on a reading project in Ghana. Welcome yourself, Elorm Beenie.
Yo, distance lion.
Hey!
Yo, this introduction like, Olympic Games introduction.
How is it like working on reading album in Ghana?
Honestly, it's a very difficult one. Extremely difficult. That is why in recent time, you have not seen any producer in Ghana releasing reading albums again because it is very difficult and it is very expensive to run.
Wow. So you happen to work on a couple of them, at least the ones I know you worked on are about like 4.
Hey, no. I think if I have to put all of them together, that should be about 10 or more.
Wow. The one I know.
The very first one was the trigger reading.
Okay.
Guys, you heard,
all right.
Which features Samini, Girly, Sugar, Mike.
Yeah.
Then I also jumped on it.
Stoneboy also on it.
Stoneboy jumped on it.
Everything's with Mugis, yeah.
Ghetto KB jumped on it.
Yeah.
Zionite jumped on it. And that was the very first reading project in Africa, not just Ghana.
Wow.
It was the very first one in 2009.
Wow.
According to record. Then fast forward. We went into the Misa reading.
Okay.
We Scatter Bad Mind.
Yeah.
Then that reading, we went beyond the reggae dancehall circles. We had people like Kofi Kinata jumping on, Kessie jumping on, EL jumping on, just to spread the wing so that we also involve people outside the reggae dancehall world. Then the third one was the extra large reading.
Wow.
That one was not so huge, so many people don't know about it.
Okay.
But it was one of them. Then I worked with other producers outside the box. I worked on one reading with Rakus Production.
Wow.
I just forgot the name of that reading.
Okay.
Yeah, I worked on that reading as well. So that will be the fourth one. I worked with the Johnny Blaze reading.
Okay, all right.
With Aston Boys Rango. I was the one who worked on that project. So that makes it 5.
Wow.
King One Beat also released a reading back in the day.
Okay.
I worked on that one as well.
All right.
I supported Dake on his the one he said the people day.
Okay.
That reading, yes. I briefly worked on that one as well.
Is it 100 or some name like that?
Yeah, 100 reading. Then Benny Beat. I've worked on about 3 reading projects with Benny Beat.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So the attitude reading?
Yes, the attitude reading I worked on that and some 2 other ones.
Wow, okay.
So that makes it
about 7.
9.
Okay.
No, that makes it 9.
All right.
Then Reading of the Gods, the very first project, which had 5 different readings, and we recorded over 32 artists. So that makes it 15.
Okay.
Then I worked on Irie Out, the reading project. Pretty Nadia reading, Nima Clock reading.
Then Irie Bass.
And Irie Bass reading. So that makes it 18 readings that I've worked on. Then 2 years ago, I worked on Reading of the Gods Part 2.
Okay.
Which had 3 different readings again, and I worked on that. So that's 21 readings I've worked on since I reading Ghana alone. Yeah.
No, that's not the end. Virtual Love Reading. I don't know if you are forgetting that one too.
So that makes it 22. Yeah, 22. The Virtual Love Reading, honestly, I didn't talk about it much because it was a project that we started, but we couldn't finish it.
Okay.
But I was the one who actually powered that project. So
wow.
Maybe that one we can put it on the side. So in all, I think 21. And March 21st is my birthday, so I think that makes a good number.
Wow, beautiful. Beautiful, massive and cool. So when we say Elorm Beenie happen to be one of the key members when it comes to reading projects in Ghana, I believe you understand now. Now, so Ninja, working with all this reading album, did you get what you really wanted to achieve from them?
I think, for lack of a better word, if to mark it over 10, I think we succeeded on a scale of 6 to 7.
Wow.
Out of 10. Yeah, 6 to 7.
Wow.
Majority being, the reason why we can't get to 10 or 9 or 8 is because many of the artists don't understand how reading culture works.
Wow.
Or they are either reluctant or lazy, because the producers of all these rhythms, trust me, they've done their best. They fought tooth and nail to make sure that they get to the next level. But when it comes to the promotion side, it's always our artists who are not giving in enough, because nobody can give all. So they are not giving in enough. So that's why we've not seen a lot of, like the way in Jamaica, almost every week we see reading projects coming up. Ghana, we don't have that.
Wow.
Because our artists themselves, they don't understand. Some are not ready to learn, others are ready to learn.
Okay.
And the ones who are ready to learn, they don't have the numbers, they don't have the means to push it. So it's a million and one factors.
Wow. So people, we are still talking to Elorm Beenie right here on the African Trend Show. So Ninja, what is supposed to be the producer's part of it, the director, or better still the coordinator's part of it, then what is supposed to be the artist's part of it, for the three of them to come together to be able to achieve the utmost result they wanted?
Okay, the producer or the producers are the ones who actually develop a concept for the reading.
Okay.
And when we say producer in Ghana, people only think it's just the person who plays the beat.
Wow, that's true.
For the artist to write on. But no. A producer, just like I am now, is somebody who actually builds an entire idea of a specific production, be it a reading project or an album project or an EP or a single. So the person or the group of people who actually bring the idea together and actually coordinate how the beat is produced. Who plays the drums, who plays the trumpet, who plays the piano, who plays the percussion and all of that. It could be one person doing all of that. So the person who actually brings the idea and coordinates all of that is the producer, or the group of people who come together to do this are the producers. It could be the same person who is also playing the beat or playing all the instruments together. So that is the producer. So coming back to your question, if it's one person or a group of people who come together to do this reading, then they are the producers. Or if it's one person, then that person is the producer.
All right.
So they are responsible for putting the beat, the instrumentation and everything together, from the idea. And let's say we want to do a reading project on child abuse. The person who actually brings the idea and facilitates the reading composition or the beat composition is the producer. Or if it's a group of people who come together, then they are the producers.
All right.
So that's what happens. Then next, after producing the beat or even having the idea, what is the next step? Then they look at the artists that they think can best deliver on the concept of the beat, which is the reading.
All right.
So if I think Black Scientist best suits the concept of the artist who can best write lyrics to fit something that is on the topic of child abuse, then I'll put him on. So many factors come into decision before the artists are chosen to write on a particular beat or rhythm. So that's what happens. So that is, all of this is the production stage.
Right.
So let's say if you decide to put 10 or 5 or 2 or 3 artists on the rhythm, then now we scout. Then you engage the artist.
Wow.
Then tell them, okay, we are doing a reading project, or we come up with a rhythm, and this is the name, and this is what we are looking at achieving. So we want to have you on. So if the artist approves, or if the artist management approves, then they fall in. And the approval comes with the way you, the producer, or the producers engage them. Maybe you want to give them the performance right, and you take what? the mechanical rights or
Okay.
the direct streaming royalties.
Okay.
It depends on what agreement. It varies from one producer to the other.
Okay.
So let's say I'm the one producing and I say, okay, I'll own the streaming royalties, but for performance royalties, you can keep that. So when the song you can't blow and you perform, they go, they collect your plenty money. I can't question you about that because you own what the performance right.
Okay.
And when it comes to the streaming, I will own that.
Okay.
Or there's something called a split sheet. In other cases, the producer or the producers and the songwriters in this sense, there are people who write the lyrics and even the performers, they fall on the other side.
Okay.
So in all of that, let me not get too technical.
Okay.
So let me use the two of us, you and I. So let's say I produce a rhythm and I call it Afro rhythm.
Okay.
And I want Black Senses to write it. If we are doing a split sheet, my percentage as the producer is 50%.
Okay.
So you as the artist is what? 50%.
50%, right.
And that 50% on your side, right? If you decide to feature somebody, if you decide to feature one artist or two artists, or even if me, the producer, decided to feature two other artists together with you, all of you are sharing the half 50%.
Wow.
So the 50% you guys are sharing is what? You guys, you're 100 now.
Okay.
You're 100%.
Okay. Okay.
But there are different decisions that come into play. This is just an example I'm citing for you.
That's right.
So at this stage, this is where a lot of the problems come from.
Okay.
Because many of our artists, they don't belong to collective societies.
Wow.
Some don't even have their things logged online.
Okay.
So now, it is not my responsibility as a producer to do this for you because you as an artist, you are supposed to do it. Your management is supposed to do it.
Okay.
So this is where, after everything, when the song blew and the producer, they take their money because it didn't even log the things out. Then they will just say, oh, it's still my song. No, that is not it. Have you heard any Jamaican artist saying that producers stole them a song?
Oh, not really. I've never heard. I've worked like with so many, even top Jamaican producer who produces really more often, but I've never heard anything like that.
Thank you. Do you know why?
No.
Because all the artists, they know these things and they know the business of music and they log in their things properly. So they don't go come and talk to somebody through my song.
Wow. Because I remember. Okay, go on.
Okay. Let me use a careful example for you. You know Charlie Black, right?
Yeah, for real.
You know his song, Party Animal.
Yeah.
That song went platinum. Do you know who produced it?
No, I didn't.
He's one of the top Jamaican producers.
Okay.
Yes, one of the top Jamaican producers who actually produced that. People don't even know that it was DeMarco who co-wrote that song.
Wow.
So you see, these are things that happen from behind the scenes that people don't know.
Wow. Even Bubble Rock.
Our artists don't learn these things. Yes.
Even the Victory Rock rhythm.
Sorry.
The Victory Rock.
So let's use the Victory Rock rhythm for example. You see all the songs on the album. So each of the songs, Kabaka Pyramid is the producer, so he owns 50% of everybody's song. So that's a careful example that you can use.
You see. So people didn't realize that, and Stoneboy never complained that his version on the Victory Rock rhythm, blah 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 blah. Oh.
Because you know what we are doing.
Yes.
Sean Paul talk about Stoneboy not paying him for whatever because we looked in the royalties.
That is it.
Yeah, problem will be everything. Everybody they say in percentage they come to.
There was a point in time
make noise.
I listened to one rhythm produced by Mark Darlington. That's Black Culture. That rhythm called the African Fire Rhythm. So I saw an artist's song on it and I was like, are you aware of that particular song? He told me, yeah, but the producer wanted to cheat him and blah 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 blah. So when I went to ask the producer, Mark Darlington, he gave me the same education. So I was like, but it means that the artist doesn't know anything about rhythm project and he's complaining for what?
So you need to question that. I don't know if the question him that does the artists have their publishing deals left? Publishing deals is different from you having your song on the music stores.
You see.
Publishing deal is either you are belonging to ASCAP or BMI or GAMO or PRS. As the artist, the artist belongs to any of the publishing company. If they don't have that, why are they making noise? Somebody like Magdalene Chinese made that mistake. She's a top senior Ghanaian producer. So he knows how to lock his things well. So he's not responsible to do yours for you. So if you haven't fulfilled your side of the deal, you can't blame any producer for that.
But it's really sad and I also realize that most of our artists think that it's all about voicing on the rhythm and that's it.
A lot of them see it as a hobby.
Yeah.
Until they see the songs or the records or the project making revenue or getting bigger, then they start to make noise.
Because
everything I always tell artists is before you even open your voice in a microphone, how are your things logged in the logging systems? Yes.
Big question. Because I remember there's one South Africa rhythm which featured two of our Ghanaian artists. That particular song, I think that particular rhythm, they could have equally pushed it, but I've never saw or seen anything about that particular rhythm being published by them until I received that particular one from the producer, and I was surprised our artists, and when I played and shared up, nobody showed consent. Why is it like that? Ninja, what do you think the main problem is?
Our artists feel, sometimes when people are getting things for free, they don't value it.
Wow.
Even though it's human nature, but sorry, I have to be raw and real like that. If you work here in Ghana, when you are giving a reading or a beat to an artist for free, they don't value it. They want to make them pay for it.
Okay.
They add seriousness to it. That is why sometimes some of the producers in Ghana, when they are building their reading projects, they even charge you something. And that money they are charging you is not like they are selling the reading to you. It's like a studio appearance fee.
Okay.
It is done elsewhere before you get even the royalties whatsoever. You get my point? So our artists are not learning. And when we say it, for me and Nagazi voice has them, that's the reality. They're not learning. They just want to climb stage and be in the headlines. But when it comes to the business of music, I've been doing a lot of these works over 10 years. But it is now that I decided to start calling myself a producer, fully get into it. And even before I'm doing all of these things, I have my company registered, Tel Aviv Records. It's registered under the laws of Ghana. I have my BMI code and everything logged in. So I know what I am doing.
So people, that is a deep. But how many of them do listen to conversation of this sort, which will educate them? How many?
Not ready.
This is a sad.
Many are not ready.
This is a sad reality because
you'll be surprised when you take a bit, even blow a story out of this. You see how they will counter this thing.
Certainly, I'll have a story out of this one, and I'm expecting that particular time.
They won't be ready to learn and listen. They listen to it. Right? You know why reggae and dancehall in Ghana now people feel is dead?
No.
Because our artists don't respect the people who push these things, these back things behind the scenes. People like yourself. When you even do interview for them, how serious do they take this thing?
So this is the problem.
If it were to be a foreign platform, they jump to it.
Yeah, I remember.
I'll say it as it is.
Ninja, I remember there was 2020. Yeah, 2020. An artist paid me, not paid me, like gave me some money to interview an artist from the foreign, like a Jamaican artist. The Ghanaian artist paid me to interview that particular artist. But when he sent a song and wanted a publication on my blog, and I asked him to pay a token for data, he never showed up.
You don't waste time on those people.
What is wrong with our mindset, Ninja?
So work with the people who are ready to work with you and listen to you. That's how I work now. Especially with me and Lagazi, that is how we work now. We don't chase people now. We respect you.
So Ninja, any which way, away from the reading project stuff, then this is a great education. With your work as an artist manager and music producer, how is it like? How are you feeling it?
I think it's normal for me, but there's always a growing process or a growing curve. Because all of these things, before everybody now knows me as an artist manager, I've been doing almost everything over years. It's nothing new. It's just that now I decide to okay, even though I've been wearing the shoes, but now let me tighten the lace up more and show up more in public so people know that, I'm the one who's doing it. For so many years we've been working under people's projects. It's about time we do our own project and show the world that this is what we can do. It's not to prove anything to anybody, but we also want to show our own work, not to be doing our own work under anybody's shadow. So I don't think it's anything different from what I've been doing before.
Okay.
Just that now there's a lot more task on my head.
Okay.
Because now that I'm an artist manager, people expect you to prove a lot more, even though they know you can do it, or they believe that you can do it. There's a lot more that I have to do. So, truly managing a legend like Elorm Beenie now is not easy. It took me a couple of years to put his things together because he's somebody who came from the analog days, the days of cassette to CD to pen drive, and now virtual or digital. So it's been a lot of work and processes that we have to go through before getting to this stage. Wow. So it's not easy. I honestly didn't want to manage any artist, trust me.
Okay.
But I don't know why I find myself here.
Okay.
There's people know me connected to Chief One as well because I do things for him. I'm more like a creative director and an advisor on his team, and sometimes I take bookings for him.
Oh, okay.
But directly, Elorm Beenie is the only artist that I say I'm a direct manager to.
Oh, okay.
The other ones is either something PR or a creative director or an advisor on their team.
Oh, okay.
To get me, or booking agents on their team. But which is America, and I'm fully managing things. So that's what I
Wow. So Ninja, so from your camp, like as an artist manager, what are we expecting very, very soon?
Sorry, I'll keep talking about Elorm Beenie even though he doesn't do reggae and dance.
That's why we go.
He's not an identified reggae and dancehall person, but he can do all of that.
Oh, okay.
And for the first time, I've not said it anywhere. He has a reggae song recorded already.
Wow.
But it's unreleased.
Wow. I can't wait for that,
yeah. This is not original. This is an exclusive. I've not said it anywhere on any platform.
Okay.
So he has a reggae song under my arm.
Okay.
That will be released sometime sooner or later. But this Thursday we are releasing something for him, and I'm sure you've heard it. I made you listen to it exclusively.
Yeah. And yesterday was fun. Like the love vibes, and I'm even dropping the secret already. So,
so that is one of my productions.
Okay.
As an executive producer, where you just listen to is one of my work. And there's another artist I'll be introducing soon.
Okay.
That one to his management wants me to co-manage him.
Oh, okay.
So, and I can't say no because he's one of my godfathers who actually owns that label. So
okay.
I'm like, why not?
Oh,
so very soon, you guys will hear about him soon.
Okay.
He's also a Voterian.
Wow.
So very soon, you guys will know. So I'm truly fully into production now. I have my own record label. If there's anybody who wants to, maybe they have an artist that they want to finance, but they don't know the way about it,
okay,
I can take that whole responsibility of managing the budget for them, and managing the craft for them.
Okay.
Everything 360. I do all of that now because I have record label and all those things are embedded in work duties. So we do all of that. We train artists. We scout artists, A&R services, artists and repertoire. If another record label needs an artist, we recruit them and send it to them. All the things I've been doing it. People like Episode, Shantela, we are the ones behind the scenes who put them on before people sign them.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot.
That's true.
A fair list of them. So Yeah.
Massive. So Ninja, what's your final word to the people? If we want to continue with this conversation, it'll take like 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, and we will not be done with this conversation. Send a straight message to the people.
It's plenty, but let me just put them in short. Our artists need to take time and read about the business of music, because even with the business of music, the music market keeps changing. Even by the time I finish this phone call, there's another new thing that is on the scene, on the music market that people are doing. So always, what you learn in school or what somebody taught you yesterday might be outmoded even today. So you need to always keep learning. It's a constant learning curve. If people like Beyonce, Rihanna, Ziggy Marley are still having voice trainers, why can't you in Ghana have a voice trainer? You know the voice trainer. You know. So these are things that they need to learn and improve. Because once you have one hit song, people will be expecting more from you.
Oh, that's
so you
true.
need to scale up and move to the next level. So artists need to learn about the business of music and learn to upgrade themselves. Number 2, you need investors, especially in the Volta region. You have so many talents. Reggae artists, dancehall artists, Afrobeat artists, high life artists, traditional artists. So many of them in Volta region. But you don't have people to invest in them. If there's somebody out there listening to me or listening to us and wants to invest in an artist and they don't know what to do, I do consultancy as well.
Okay.
My rates are not too high. Even Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi say they get chances that things they buy them. So why not?
It be true.
So you can give them consultancy and collect some tips and guide them as to what exactly they need to do. To get to the next level by signing artists and working with artists and how they can get their money back. We've been doing it. So
wow. Thank you very much.
And they should follow us, please. They should follow my record label, Tel Aviv Records, on Facebook, Instagram,
until
Twitter.
we should know the spelling.
Okay, Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv actually is my mother's name.
Oh, okay.
She actually helped me discover myself, my showbiz self. So I decided to honor her back by creating a record label in her name. So Tel Aviv is actually Selassie and Vivian.
Oh, okay. So people
Selah is Selaviv.
Okay.
So Selassie.
Okay.
So if I need to break it down, it will take another time. So
so people
SEL, the cell is actually means song, which is a French word.
Oh, okay.
Vive means what? Vive, also more like French word.
Vive means life.
Yes. So, Anibahojo. So the source of the earth.
Okay.
So that's basically the whole meaning of everything. So without salt, Charlie, the earth no day. Food no go join you. So yeah. So that's just it. Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Okay.
So La Vive Records. They can also follow me, Elorm Beenie. Elorm Beenie on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Elorm Beenie. They should just look for the name. Wow. And they should follow Black Senses too as well. Everywhere. The African Train. Big up yourself.
Wow.
Big up Revival FM. There are so many times you guys even pick news material from people that they don't even know, and you even promote it on the show, both on radio and online. And I must be appreciative. I'm singularly happy, and I respect your work a lot because it's not easy. So big up yourself, big up your producers and everybody, the management, the radio station owner for giving us this platform. It means a lot. So I'm very grateful.
Thank you so much, Elorm Beenie. We appreciate it, and we'll go back to you when we have some key issues rising again.